Kids these days, computers, internet, mobile phones, it drives them mad. Righto, Ty.
Okay.
There's no point in mucking about.
Oops. My microphone's on.
Why don't you have another go, you mug? You took your time, mate. Now listen to this. Oh, kids these days, computers, internet, mobile phones, it drives them mad. Righto, Ty. There's no point in mucking about.
Righto. What'd it do? Hey, there we go, game capture window's up. So yeah, a bit of a last minute stream idea today. My plan was going to do this in the evening. Stop shouting at me, dude. My plan was to do this in the evening. I was like playtesting it now, and I thought this is kind of fun, so I thought I'll just start now, what the hell. Also nice to try out a different time format, see how it kind of works for everyone. So I know I've been doing the streams a bit late recently, but I was wondering if people in America were going to watch, so I think it's mostly European. So anyway, so I just ran upstairs, I'm out of breath. Gonna be doing some Ty The Tasmanian Tiger today. I love this game. I had this game on PS2 back in the day when I was a kid. It's just a really kind of, it's not like an amazing platformer, but it's just really fun. It's very chill. It's kind of, you go around collecting stuff. It's not particularly hard or kind of or stressful. It's kind of a nice relaxing game. So this is kind of what I'd like to do for more of the long form stuff on my channel. Exploring some of not necessarily the best old games, but maybe just some ones that are nostalgic and kind of fun to play through. Evening is generally better. Yeah, I'll see. I'm still learning. Yeah, that was my aim. It's kind of a Sunday. I think people might have like work or school during the day, so. Game's very 2002, as you can tell.
I gotcha! I gotcha! Okay, Ty, I'm it. Catch me if you can. Don't move, mate. I'll get help.
Press F to pay respects for Ty.
Don't be afraid, Ty. I am Nandu Gilly, the Bunyip Elder.
G'day, mate.
It's time you knew the truth.
Yeah, I
Years
did,
ago,
I
a
have
great battle was
upscaled
fought
it using
over the
Dolphin.
fate
I
of
made
5
my
mystic
NVIDIA be a good
talismans.
boy, and I turned up the quality a little bit. I think it's running at 1080, and I put the filtering and the anti-aliasing up a fair bit as well. It looks, the PC, like the Steam version, looks better, but again, that's too much on my GPU.
Wait here first, you stinking furry mammal opportunists.
I remember the OG graphics in the day being alright, but I was playing on a very small CRT TV using AV cable, so nothing looked alright.
Mammals don't deserve to be at the top of the food chain!
This game is very silly, I love it.
Now!
Is that Metal Gear?
Restore the natural order once and for all. Oh my head! Never, never, never! Bye-bye.
Absolutely. You do get to fight that kind of, is he an emu? Like an emu Metal Gear later on, it's pretty
Those
fun.
brave few who challenged Boss Cass were trapped in the dreaming.
This is some top level plot, I have to
Word
say.
grows that Boss Cass is seeking out the talismans again. He must be stopped at all costs. It's up to you to find the talismans before he does.
It's up to me to save my family.
Oi, Ty! Are you okay?
Murray? Oh, am I glad to see you? Oh, you're never gonna believe
I love
what
all
just
the
happened.
animals and the characters and stuff in this
I
game.
was
It's
playing
kind of,
in
they're
the
quite
forest when the
grounded and well
ground
fleshed
suddenly
out. It's like,
That's when you showed up.
it's kind of silly, but it's
Sounds
not
like you've
too
got
silly.
a fair dinkum adventure ahead of you, mate. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. I'd much rather be at home watching the footy. But I tell you what, you do the adventuring and I'll help you out where I can.
Right, here we go. I like the general way the levels are planned out. They're quite big, quite open, wide
Welcome to
levels.
Rainbow
It's not
Cliff,
strictly
mate.
linear. You can kind of
By
take
the
your time.
way,
You can kind of
whenever you
backtrack
see one of these
and do
signs,
challenges and
I
find the
won't be
collectibles and stuff
far
like that.
away.
It's not like run left
I've
and keep running or
heard
anything
that
like
if
that.
you press the action button, you can talk to me, whatever that means. Okay, now let's get down to brass tacks. If you're gonna be out adventuring, then you'll need another boomerang. And I know just the place to find one. Head down to Bly Bly Station. I'll meet you there.
Ty needs the keg. I remember just spending quite a lot of time just in this. It's not really like it's kind of almost like the menu world. I remember spending lots of time here, just like there's lots of collectibles here as well, just kind of exploring and seeing all kind of the sites. It does really look nice, especially when you kind of upscale it on a modern emulator. There is quite a lot to see, and the platforming is pretty fun. The controls are pretty tight as well. The camera's not bad for like 3D kind of PS2, GameCube era platformer. Alright, let's go. Just a shame Even though I was running this at 2K earlier and still getting pretty stable frame rate, but YouTube was just squeezing everything down to 720 for me. Who do I think will win Best Picture? I have no idea. I have not seen any of the films. Hang on, sorry, I'm just looking. I had some filters. Oh, are they still there? No, I had some filters on the game window just to. Unfortunately, it comes in a little bit dark on my monitor, so I did just. That's a bit better, yeah. Right, let's go. Oh wait, I've got to go to this guy, haven't I?
G'day, Julius. Now,
who are the films up for Best Picture, and which one's the good one? Which one's the bad industry choice, and which one's the true patrician?
I didn't see you there. I was just making some last-minute adjustments. Well, you must be Ty.
G'day. So, you old coot, what's this contraption do?
This contraption is the key to finding the talismans. Why is this so? It's quite simple, really. It uses an oscillatory microfeeder to scan for trace energy signals that match the unique power matrix of the talismans. Huh? Like a big nose that sniffs them out.
Oh.
And thunder eggs are the key to powering the machine.
So this is your context. This is your plot.
Rarest.
It's not a huge amount.
Couldn't you just use batteries?
Just an excuse to jump and grab things.
If only it was that easy. You see, this machine doesn't just find where the talismans are, it actually
Yeah, this game definitely wears its
teleports them
influences on
here.
its sleeve very heavily. It is very much kind of like a,
lucky.
I say
And that,
plot
my friend,
and kind of characterization is very much
requires a
Crash
great deal of
Bandicoot, and
energy.
you have things like Spyro and Jak and Daxter for
how
kind
is
of the
Ty
whole
here gonna find
open
all
world
these
kind of
thunder
collecting
eggs?
stuff style, but the
I
whole
was just
package
wondering
it
that
just kind of
myself.
works. It's
A reasonable question.
just a really fun, cozy little game.
I've created these portals to lead Ty to areas
Bohemian
of rich
Rhapsody,
with
Black
them.
Panther, A
Of course,
Star
they
Is
won't
Born,
just be
Vice, The
lying all over
Favourite,
the
Roma,
place.
Black Klansman, and Green Book.
Just
I haven't seen any of those films.
A lot of them will have already
So I can't really
been
comment.
found. The trick will be
Green
convincing
Book.
the locals to part with their prized possessions. But I'm afraid I can't help you with that. If you're as resourceful as they
Yeah,
say, Ty,
I'm not a huge film person, to be honest.
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Righto, Ty, there's no point in mucking about. You've got to find a second boomerang. I'll see you in
Alright.
2 up.
Gotta get on the boomerang, dude. Let's do it. Then I can glide and fly.
This billabong has got the lot. Gum trees, wallabies, and even a koala. There's plenty to do here, so let's get a move on.
Hey Benny, how's it going? We're doing some casual streaming today. Definitely less intense than something like Euro Truck Simulator or Miami. Hotline Miami.
That's great. Where is it? See that tree over there?
Yeah, this game's kind of like
Well, it's not there.
if you think about all the like the most well-loved platformers from this era, I definitely think it's up there with a lot of them, but I guess it's not quite as memorable as,
Great.
you know, the big names.
Don't worry, you'll just have to jump, run, brang, and bite your way there while avoiding Boss Cass's henchmen.
Yeah, ATS2 was stressful.
It wasn't meant to be easy.
And also, surprisingly, I did not get any copyright strikes for that stream, even though we played so much copyrighted music on my stream. Luckily, most of it was the Nightcore variant, so I don't know why. I never thought I'd get away with playing Metallica on a stream and not having my YouTube channel just like immediately destroyed. But I think because it was Nightcore-ified, I got away with it.
Beauty, butler,
So this is the stuff that we want to get. We see these little red things. This is the magic MacGuffin that drives the whole game. Sick guitar solo. I actually looked up because I really loved the music in this game, especially the guitar playing. It was very kind of formative to me when I was a kid playing this game. This is when I was starting to play guitar too, so I remember playing this game and hearing all the and all that kind of shit and being really into it. And it's I think he was in Men at Work or something like that. Yeah, I think Come From a Land Down Under. I think it was that guy. And so it's cool they got an Australian artist to play on an Australian game, but there are some really kind of nice kind of ripping guitar solos in this game.
You're saying that if I have an accident, I'll end up back at one of these?
Ozan did protect me. He's with his family now. Maybe if we return to ETS2 in the future, we'll see what he's up to. Right, so in this game, how it basically works is in each level, you have to go through it and there's various challenges you have to complete to get these fire eggs, as they're called. One of them is you got to find 300 of these little red glowing orbs in each level. Usually I can't, I just skip that because it takes too long. But later on in the game, if you have to come back and kind of get enough fire eggs to continue to the next world, you can maybe get them. So usually I kind of ignore them.
You've got a fair set of choppers on you.
Fortnite and Marquis Cranley, no, that's cursed.
By pressing the bite Get it? Choppers, bite button. Never mind, Ty, move on. Have a go at those crates.
So yeah, usually I can't be asked to go for these just because you have to find 300 of them and there's only 300 in the level, so you have to find every single one. So
down the local watering hole, and he reckons you can use your rangs to take care of enemies and smash things. Ripper! He said something now, wait a minute, he said something about pressing the throw button to use them.
yeah, as far as enemies go, this game is not particularly difficult. It's not really a game where you die a lot or you have to kind of do things over and over and over again. It's more about just kind of the exploring and the enjoying the world. This level, the first level, is a little bit plain. This looks like kind of any level from Spyro or something like that. But as they go on, they start to get really quite inventive and clever and really pretty, and the settings are really nice.
Struth! What happened here?
Boss Cass did this.
Yeah, this is one of the few games where I actually do chase some of the collectibles. There are a lot of them in this game, so and only a few of them are like useful.
No one messes with my mates.
Now there's a thunder egg in each area.
But you do have to do quite a lot of collecting to progress the story, so you are kind of encouraged to do it.
Boss Cass.
Nah, dude, Boss Cass. Can't be doing that. Can't be putting my boys in cages. So this is one of the ones you got to go for, the golden cogs. That gets you upgraded boomerangs. Fluffy? Is that the big bull? Oh. If so, we'll find out together how to beat him. I beat this game a couple times, so I remember I have a nice memory playing it with my sister on her run through when she played it, and I remember helping her do the final boss fight. She couldn't do it.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard about this bloke who found 300 opals, then took them to Julius's opal machine. Anyway, something weird happened, and he ended up with a thunder egg.
I've still never played Majora's Mask, actually. That's one that I definitely want to play at some point. I didn't have an N64 when I was a kid, so I missed out on a lot of the best N64 games. Oh, yeah, no, that one's quite hard. I think you have to set fire to him and burn the fur off, and then you throw the rangs at his weak spots. Well, my aim is to do the whole game in the series, so we'll beat him at some point. I'm a little bit held back at the moment with only one boomerang. When you get two, you're a bit more feisty. Why am I bothering with these? Yeah, I never got into the N64 controllers. I've owned a bunch of them since then, from buying and selling them, and I've always like, how do you even use this? I like the GameCube controller, I have to say. Oh. I'm playing on just a wired 360 controller, which is what I use for most things. That's my kind of favourite. Yeah, I haven't actually played a Switch yet. I need to get around to doing that. I'd like to at some point do some like bad Wii content as well. I think that might be really fun. I have a couple of Nintendo Wiis left over from when I was trading game consoles. I just found I couldn't sell them. It was the point where it was like I was marking them down so much, it just wasn't really worth it. So I have a couple left over, and I've got some controls and accessories and stuff like that. Because some of the bad Wii content is so like bad, it's hilarious. So I could do an entire like 4-hour stream just out of bad Wii games, and just or even the good ones are kind of funny as well. Let's M&M Beach Party. Oh my god. There was one actually. I have been. So I know I keep saying it, but I am working. It's probably going to be till after I get back from the KKB shows I have coming up. That's when I'm going to start doing some of the PS2 capture content. Let's just get this boy. So I've started getting a couple PS2 games preemptively, and I've got my PS2 set up downstairs, trying to get it running as smoothly as possible, trying to get it in HD as crisply as possible as well. And I had a big stack of PS2 games that I worked my way through last year, and one of them was Chegger's Party Quiz. And Keith Chegwin, what is he, an actor or a comedian? And it's like a quiz game that you play with the buzzers, the buzzers. And it's like, why does this exist? Who made this? Who bought this? And why? And I actually sold it, so whatever. Yeah, all the Wii Sports games I really like. There's, I think it's the green one, it's that Wii Sports Island. That one's got some really fun events on it.
15 to be exact. And if you find enough, bring them to my lab in Rainbow Cliffs. And
there's some good Mario parties on the Wii as well.
You're on, mate.
Alright, here we go. Taking my time a little bit with this level, just trying to get some of the things, otherwise I'm going to have to backtrack, but the sooner I get onto the other levels, the better, really. This one's kind of just a tutorial level. Especially the second, so we're about to enter the first world of levels. The second world of levels, I think, is the best. They're really, really just nicely made. The environments are really pretty, and there's quite a lot to explore. Yeah, I know. I had a really good time doing that. I mean, I like Nightcore anyway, but I was just like, hey, this just gives me, I can just play whatever I want now, and now you can just say it's a remix. Oh no, I can't reach that. It's like when I made the Will Smith remix for the Hotline Miami stream. It's just like, you can just put it into Ableton, slow it down, and put chorus on it, and you can say it's a remix. So, I'm a remix artist now, come at me. So here we go. Let's get this big angry boy. Gubbins to collect up here, I think. Yeah, here we go. Oh, man. There's a caged boy here. I can't wait till I get my second boomerang. It's so much better when you have two. Here we go. Okay. Oh, mate, I just got wrecked. Oh no. See you later, Minkari. Have fun with your brother. I'll probably be going for a couple hours, so I'll still be here. Just gonna be chill and kind of playing as I would be playing if I was just playing on my own. Ah, here we go.
Nice. Well, I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't.
Yeah, I'll probably still be here. Maybe till about 7 o'clock, I'm thinking. This game's not particularly long to beat. It's probably less than 10 hours, so I can break it up into like 3-4 episodes.
You're gonna have to put that new rang to use. You see, I had a thunder egg I was gonna give you, but a bunch of frills stole it. You'll have to take them all on to get it back.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's why I play games like this. Yeah, I think the list of games that I'm good at, you can probably count on one hand. There's nothing under that. It's full. It's about 5:30 in the UK right now. Oh, there we go. Where are you, North Pie? Right, here we go. I'm at the end of this kind of slightly boring level.
Today wasn't a complete waste of time. You seem to have learned a thing or two.
Oh, yeah, you're too right.
You know, there's one other thing I could show you, but I don't know if you're ready for it yet.
Yeah? Well, what's that?
Well,
cool. Yeah, I was wondering, that's why my original streams I did them quite late in the evening over here. I was trying to do a time that would be kind of work for people in the UK and Europe and people in America, but I don't know too many Americans who came into the stream. Maybe even like 3 or 4 o'clock in like Central Time, still probably a bit early for most people in the evenings, I guess. People might still be at work or at school. Right, here we go. Can now fly.
Look at that.
I was thinking today is a Sunday stream, so people might just be at home. Like, this is when I would be watching someone stream games. So I'm just like sitting in bed being bored, can't do anything, can't be asked.
You made it through with flying colours. And as a little extra bonus, a stopwatch will appear near the start.
Okay. What's that for?
The racetrack. You can race the clock to win another thunder egg.
Right. I'll give that a go later.
Well, that's enough gas bagging from me. Let's head back to the Bly station.
Cool. I'll come back to this level maybe a bit later to do some of the extra challenges to pick up the remaining kind of collectibles and gubbins. Because we will need them to progress. But I want to get onto a different level. Oh god. What were you all drinking in chat today?
I found it.
Hashtag drink play.
I found it.
Let me see that.
Highly functioning alcoholic. If Beppis is alcohol.
It's time to move out. We got 4 more talismans to find.
Yeah, I had, that's a habit I had to learn how to overcome. Because it's just like, what am I doing here? Also, I quite like the idea of having the full game like uninterrupted. Not skipping, even though like the story's not important in this game at all, it's still kind of like It's just nice to have it up, I suppose, for the full impact. I remember I got Metal Gear Solid 2 when it came out. Probably a bit of an advanced game for a 9-year-old, but I remember playing that game, and the first time I played through it, just skipping all the cutscenes and all the dialogue because I was way too stupid to understand it. And I just remember not understanding what that game was about at all. And it took me like a couple of years to fully get it. Aldi Diet Coke for 17p. See, I got the good branded Beppis, only the finest for me. Right, let's see. I want to find the. I don't want this one quite yet. Yeah, I have. I've made my GPU be a good boy, and I've put it up to 1080, so the cutscenes do end up quite nice. Yeah, the textures in general are. It's quite a nice game graphically, but being able to upscale it on the computer does work kind of well. I did some benchmark tests on my computer. Like, I don't know why my computer's been giving me problems. Like, I have an Intel i7, got a GeForce 960. I did some benchmark tests and it said my GPU was running at like 1% of compared to everybody else. So I was just like, oh. So I did some jigging. I think some driver settings were wrong. So the 3D side of it's a bit better now, but I still have some problems with overheating and stuff like that. And also, there's a problem where if you're trying to live stream, OBS doesn't recognize stuff run on the NVIDIA card sometimes, so you have to run it on the laptop's like native Intel graphics card, which is just for background processes, and that's like not strong enough to render games. So it's still not ideal trying to do this on a gaming laptop. So capture card will be the way, and then hopefully after I've come back from the US in May, I'm going to look at getting a stream build PC and I can do some like more serious content. Octodad or some crap. Yeah, I know. I was thinking there are like various kind of crappy games. I do like crappy games almost as much as I like good ones, so some kind of. The only thing is with that is I'd like to do something that hasn't been done too much. Like for something like this, I could Super Mario Sunshine or like Wind Waker or something like that. But I want to, like, what's a slightly more ratchet platformer, you know?
Ty, mate, good to see you again.
G'day, Rex. You
I love all the characters.
Funny you should say that.
He's a very cute little platypus.
Elle went for a bit of a swim out near Danger Spike.
Danger Spike? Where's that, Rex?
It's a nice little spot, not too far from Shark Reef.
Yeah, and?
Well, anyway, she's an excellent swimmer, but she hasn't come home yet. I'm starting to get a bit worried.
Struth.
I'm on lifeguard duty, so could you have a look for me?
Well, I would, mate, but I can't swim.
Tell you what, I'll teach you. Follow me. When you're in water,
I should do like a QWOP 100% no deaths run.
Tap the jump button to start swimming.
Okay. Wish me luck.
By the way, those boomerangs of yours won't work underwater, but I got a prezi for you that'll fix that. These are aquarangs. I found them in an old shipwreck years ago. They cut through water like a hot knife through butter. If you can dive under the water and grab them, well, then they're all yours.
Thanks, Rex. Run away from it, unfortunately.
Good one. The aquarangs work like regular boomerangs, but you can only use them underwater. Oh, and one other thing. You're not a fish, mate, so keep an eye.
Yeah, I'm sorry if this is culturally insensitive, Murphy.
Use the aquarang to hit this switch. It'll open the shark door so you can be on your way.
Right, you have to have a little bit of a plan in the open world levels, otherwise you end up just meandering about. So let's go and find, I can't remember what her name is, Rex's friend, who's gone out to Danger Spike. Let's go find her. Otherwise you can spend kind of too long just ambling about, picking up orbs and stuff. Alright, let's go. So I've got to hit the... Here we go.
Great work, Ty. You've learned how to swim and use those aquarangs.
Yeah, unfortunately I learned most of what I know about the Australasian region from this game and Flight of the Conchords, so I'm probably a little bit out of touch.
She'll show you the way to danger, Spike. Good luck, mate.
Hey, Ty. You can swim faster by tapping the jump button to gain speed. Let's go find Elle.
Elle, that's who you're finding. I remember this seahorse character is annoying. I'm not gonna follow them, I don't need to. So, Danger Spike's that big thing over there. Gotta watch out for all these. There's some aqua boys there. Hey, buddy. Ooh. Oh! I was trying to get close to the fish, but I just got nommed up. Don't actually lose any health and stuff like that. I've gone the wrong way already. Oh, there's a cog, might as well get it. Yeah, that might be fun. I was considering getting a Switch, even just for tour, just to have a more powerful kind of games console for playing in the van with, because that's where we spend most of our days. And some of the other members of KKB and the touring crew have Switches as well, but I don't know if they'd be bringing anything like that. Ooh, blown up. Thing is, I don't know if I'd have much use for a Switch day to day though. The games I play are divided up between weird old games like this, and then like I do dry things like racing simulators.
Stay out of the way of those sharks! They're big meanies! Press the action button to swim into the cage. Press the action button again to swim out.
Okay, let's see. Oop. Munchy boy. Right, here we go. There's a... gotta get on one of these platforms and hit the switch. Whoop. Close enough. Later on you get a boomerang that has like a scope that you can zoom in on. Right, here we go. Let's go find Elle, her name is. Yeah. I don't even know what animal are they, like lizards? So yeah, it looks like she's at the top of the... Yeah, there's another one, there's like a race you have to do up here as well. Breath of the Wild looks different, yeah. Almost the top. Okay, here she is.
Hey, Dal, how are you?
Yeah, good. And what about you?
Let me guess. Rex was worried about me again?
Oh,
Yeah,
Rex.
that's right.
Isn't he a sweetheart? Well, I
Oh
better
no,
get
Rex, he seems
home
kind of
so
possessive
stops
to me.
fretting.
You should maybe
By the
move
way,
on.
I found this on the way. Want it?
Right, let's see, what other fire eggs can we go collect? So, I haven't found any of the bilbies yet. Got a race rex, Aurora's kids, quicksand coconuts. Oh, that might be a fun one. Where's that? The coconuts. Which way is that? So that would be... Let's see what's up here. Ooh. Oh, my bad. I think there's a cog up here. Yeah, here we go. Madagascar 2 on the Wii. That's the kind of thing that I would play. Yeah, where's the coconut section? Yeah, let's go back this way. We'll see what we can find. I didn't. My sister has Ty 2 on GameCube, or she would have done anyway. And it's probably still at my mum's house. I don't think I ever played it. I think the sequels aren't very good, from what I've heard. Although, if we 100% this, why not? That's on a real GameCube as well, not even on an emulator. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's try and find these coconuts. Nope, angry boys. I'll have a look out for that one. The only thing is, if I'm streaming a Wii game, it's gonna have to be me like standing up and like Wiiing like in person, and that will be like hilarious but incredibly cringy. Like that's the kind of thing that people could like cut me out and then green screen me doing something like really cringy. Oh, there's a bilby up there. That's a good find. Where's the dang coconuts? This way. Yeah, I never really played it, so maybe if once we've 100%ed this, I'll look into it. I do have quite a lot of games I'd like to play coming up on the schedule, so... I'm ambling about too much. The coconut bit. Somewhere around here. Yeah, it's in this bit here. I've got to go under the water and go through. Watch out for that heckin' big old fish. There's like a little underwater cave around here somewhere. Here we go. What is a bilby? Is that a real animal, or is that like a thing made up for this game? Okay. Here we go. I remember absolutely raging trying to do this when I was a kid. It's really like, it's not hard, but it's just like a bit tricky for a child. Okay. the greatest aimer. Right. Oh damn. There we go. Try that again. So this is quicksand and you can't walk in it, otherwise you obviously sink. Whoops. And then you have to hit these coconuts and then they slowly sink in. You have to hit all three and then jump across them. 4. Oh no. And when you fall in, you have to mash the stick or you suffocate. Right, gotta get my MLG hat on for this. Where's the first one? There we go. Oh, damn, come on. Oh, my days. I'm still not used to like how far you jump with each go, so... Right. Those are some plump coconuts. Oh my dad, really? Okay. Gotta wait for them to grow back. Right. Okay, that's the first one done. Unclench. Oh, there we go, just made it. Let's see, where are these? There we go, cool. And I can see actually on this side, there's a little bilby here. Get this angry boy first. How do you get these again? You do occasionally see these weird little boxes that are kind of floating there, and if you hit them with your boomerang, they have pictures. That's one of like the collectibles, but there's like 300 or something of them, and I've never got them, so I tend to ignore those. Right, okay. Some of them give you kind of rare stuff, but I've never really paid attention to it. Can maybe go back to the start and do the race against Rex now, that's pretty fun. That's another little mission there, you have to find her babies, I'll do that maybe a bit later. Lots of checking the map in this game. When you get disoriented. Where's the start? That's the shipwreck. I'll go do that a bit later. Here we go. Here he is. I think I have to get to the end of the level to unlock that, actually. Okay, hang on. Let's go do the find the seahorse babies then. Some of us do, it depends. I know Jenny has a PSP that she has loads of stuff on. That she was playing Resident Evil and Silent Hill on that most recently. I have a lot of emulators on my phone as well, although I tend to get a bit car sick, so I can't always play them. I was really into bizarre, like obscure. Sorry, my ear hurts. Bizarre, obscure PS1 racing game, but like the really bad ones, like Formula Nippon and stuff like that, that are just awful. But I kind of felt compelled to play all of them. Right. I wasn't paying attention. Did I talk to her? Here we go.
Thank you.
This is pretty standard, just collect the little gremlins. Oh, we did, for the US tour, I completely forgot, we had a PS4 in the bus, which I went and got some games for, and I played Skyrim. I got pretty damn far in Skyrim, actually, over the course of 5 weeks of being in the car all day. That was pretty fun. Oh, getting eaten by this big old fish again. Yeah, there's that snow level where you have to find, I think they're koala babies, and they all have weird voices as well. I think this is definitely an example of far more characters than voice actors when they made this game. These surprised boys. I'm back here now, aren't I? There's another one. I'm back up here, aren't I? Is there a cog I can get here? Oh, missed. Here we go. Yeah, ah, here we go. Oh, damn. Yeah, my go-to example for stuff like that is always in Oblivion, where you can see a character talking to another character who has the exact same voice as themselves. Like one guy might be the Emperor, and another guy's going to be a beggar, and they have the same voice actor. reminds me there's a bilby up there, actually. Do I have to go? Yeah, I've got to do the coconuts again to get him, so that can maybe wait. Let's carry on finding the rest of these seahorse babies. Yeah, that's definitely a non-canon song. I don't know, the actual stuff that you would class as Beach Boys canon is very limited. I would say from Beach Boys Party to Surf's Up. Everything else is like, no. Okay, yeah, we'll go to the end and I'll see if I can unlock the race. Best worst Beach Boys song. Have you heard Smart Girls by Brian Wilson? That's the worst Beach Boys song. It's around the other side of the exit place. Yeah, here we go. Oh cool, there's a cog. Is it? I can't remember. Maybe I gotta run up to the top again of the big spike and try and see if I can find the race. I'm trying to remember which race it is on this level. Do you run up here? Or do you run... I swear it's at the start. Yeah, here's the exit. And I think I have to go back into the level to find the, sorry mate, the earbud's annoying me. I think I have to go back into the level to find the race prompt. Yeah, there's another one, where you have to race over the islands and stuff. I don't know if I'm thinking of, Excuse me, I'm thinking of
Welcome
a different
to the
level.
Great Barrier.
Because you race him again at some point. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah, it's this one. Here we go. You do race up the mountain at some point. Oh no, hang on. You start here and then you go up the mountain. Bring it on, Rex. Can't remember if this is hard or not. I think he's fast in the water, but we're much faster over land. Yeah, here we go. Nice different song for the race. Oh no, come on. Oh. Wasn't very accurate there. Always getting away. Yeah, and I've got to race him up here. Should be able to catch him. Now I have to just not fall. Yeah, I noticed, I think it's the guitarist, I don't know if he was the guy that made the music, but the guitarist is the guy from the Men Down Under. And he does a thing which I actually quite like now, where he does these kind of weird little half bends, but it's like a quarter tone where he just puts the guitar out of tune with each other, like where all the lead parts. It's very like Dean Wareham Galaxy 500 type thing, where he's just kind of like pulling the strings sharp, which is it's kind of fun. That's kind of like that kind of ratty, never had a teacher lead style, which I kind of do. Hey.
You little ripper, you fair dinkum beat me. I've trained you well, mate. My swimming coach.
Not bad considering I learned to swim about half an hour ago.
Now I want you to have it.
Thanks, Rex.
Gee, thanks, mate. Cool.
Right, how many Thunder Eggs have we got for this level? We're doing pretty well. It's 3, so let's see. So, other ones I could do. Yeah, still doing Aurora's Kids. I tell you what, I am going to go to the bathroom real quick, and I'll come back and we'll do the shipwreck one. Then maybe we'll move on to a different level. Can always come back. Let's just get my. Back in a minute, yo. Yo, what up? Gone PP indeed. If anyone who, for the person who asked me a couple streams ago, PP or poo poo, PP, always. Right. Let's go. Okay, so the shipwrecks one. That's the one over here. That's in like a... That's like an underwater cave kind of area. That was loud. Oh, sorry. Fucking shitted myself.
Good to see you again.
G'day, Rex.
I need a...
Sorry.
Elwood.
Okay. Poo-poo always, did I? I don't remember. Oh my god. It depends. Depends on the context. Yes, this way. Now I've got to find an underwater bit. Poo-poo always. One face always tells a lie, one face always tells the truth. Which one is which? You have to decide. Nah. Is it in there? Yeah, and then I have to go. Sometimes it just be like that, indeed. Now I gotta jump out here and go. Yeah, I suppose for these like long play streams, I suppose it's nice to have a game that I know quite well for one of them, but there are some of the other ones I'd like to that I've maybe never played before or haven't played very much. I think the other one I wanted to potentially start today was Luigi's Mansion on GameCube, which I have played but I've never like finished or kind of really got to grips with. But I was having some just like the frame rate was fine, but I was having just some textures weren't loading properly in some of the gameplay bits, and it was just kind of a bit weird. So maybe if I could fix that one out, that would be next until I get my capture card. Just emulating is such a dark art when it comes to stuff like this. Oh, being attacked by a barracuda boy. So, there is another one of these thunder eggs inside the ship. I do know how to do this. You have to throw a very carefully aimed boomerang somewhere. Definitely not aged controls at all. That's where it opens up. White chocolate Twix. You know what? It seems like the kind of thing that I have tried, and it seems like one of those kind of gimmicky variants. Considering Twix is not like my favorite chocolate bar anyway, I don't really see how white chocolate could help it. I think I did eat one, but I can't remember enough on how it was to have an opinion. Where is the opening on this? Turn around and get some air and try again. It's like a porthole or something like that, or a crack. That's where you gotta aim it. Yeah, is it? Oh yeah, here we go, right. That's where the hole is. It's really... Doesn't help my display's a bit dark. It probably looks more obvious on stream. Yeah, there we go, there's the button. I can see it, hang on. Here we go. Get a little bit closer. Yes, excellent, great. Oops, I'm stuck on this door. Luckily you have quite ample oxygen underwater time. It's quite hard to drown. Here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is there anything else? Are there other secrets in here? Okay, out we go. Big breath. Okay. Let's see. The rest of these are all kind of nest egg. Which one's that? That's like on top of something. I think that's back on the big giant. I'll go back to the main level, and we'll try one of the different levels for now. We can always come back and grind out some of those longer challenges in the future. I'll see how many more eggs we have to get before we move on to the boss fight for the round. Let's see. So I only need 9 more,
Yes,
that's not a terrible amount.
Yes,
2 more levels.
Thunder eggs power this talisman machine.
They still have the
Make
entry level as
sure
well, so... Okay, cool. I think this is the walk in the park mission. That one seems pretty fun. Let's do that next.
Oh, smell that fresh rainforest there.
It is nice the difference between level to level. There's quite a lot of variety and variation.
Watch out for those witches.
My chat's died, hang on. Why are we here?
G'day, Ty. Our good friend Shazza can get herself into a pickle sometimes. This time, her truck has broken down
Tiger
at the
GF,
end of
man.
the forest road.
Yoo-hoo!
And if that isn't bad enough, I spotted some blue-tongue lizards nearby. You reckon you can give her a hand? Shoot, bet. I'm on my way.
Let's go find Shazza. Challenging enemies. In that cog. Where's the bit with the spinny log? Is it here? Oh, no, whoops. That didn't happen. Before I get in the flower, I think there's a bilby around here somewhere. Oh damn. Should've got back in there. No, I thought there was one here. Here we go, that's what I'm looking for. There's a cog. That's the rapids part.
Listen, Ty, before you tackle this water
Gonna go
slide,
down there just
there are a few things you need to know. You can speed up and duck under the logs by pressing the bite button. And you can slow down by pulling back on the movement stick.
There's a few more bits and bobs I can collect first. There's another cog. Let's get this big handy boy. Oop. There we go. Oh well, I'm very pleased you're doing that, Murphy. That's my favourite thing to do when I'm doing housework as well. Like I love if I've got like a little windowsill above my sink when I wash up because I cook so much, so I have so much washing up to do. I spend like an hour a day at least washing up, and it's great to save some of my favourite live streams, or even if I'm watching someone live, then it makes it so much easier. So that's definitely one of my favourite things about, especially like long form stuff like this. That's not quite so as like action intense. You haven't got to be watching the whole time. It's just nice for a bit of background. Definitely does make the housework go easier. Yeah, I definitely think this is more of like a fun background kind of activity rather than you're not going to watch this intensely with your eyes peeled. It's kind of like just having someone in the room playing a game. Like, I always liked watching people play games as much as I enjoy playing them, sometimes even more. I always remember hanging out with your friend and then it's their turn on the game, and that's just as fun as playing to me. Right, okay. I could go down the water slide now, try and find Shazza. There's a couple of pretty easy to get fire eggs. Oh, homework. I thought you said housework, my bad. Yeah, homework at uni is just more. It's just you pay for the privilege to have homework. Oops. Not housework, homework. It's been a long time since I've had any homework, so... The characters are so cute in this game.
G'day, Cobber.
G'day, Ranger Ken.
I need a favour, mate. There's a flock of cave bats in there.
Cave bats?
It's nearly the wet season, and we need to move them out before the caves flood.
No worries.
Right, so for this bit, I believe you've got to smack them with a boomerang and they fly out. Oop. Gotta watch out for all the dookie. An extra life. Yeah, always more housework to be done, that's just life. Let's get these guys to fly out. definitely think it would be my dream to never wash up ever again. But like if I was in a position where, in my life, where I didn't ever have to wash up, then I'm happy. Especially when I worked in kitchens and stuff like that as well. I've spent so much of my life washing up to the point where I never ever want to do it again. My sub count tripled in a week. Oh, hi Isabel. What's my sub count at now? Where am I? Where are the bats? Are they the bats? To turn the filtering on so high. What's my sub count even at? 20 subscribers, nice. Disposable plates gang. I can't. I remember I had a friend at uni who was like that. I got a big bug on me. How do I get him off? Oh, it's a leech. Yeah, I had a friend at uni who was like that. He was like, why do you wash up just by disposable plates? And I was just like, oh, I can't do that. I like regular plates too much. Ooh, there's a thunder egg over there. How do I get that one? £100 a week is pretty dope for accommodation. Like, dishwashers are kind of a myth anyway. I found they never really work. You spend so much time kind of pre-washing stuff, and then you have to kind of go back and get anything that's dried on or tough afterwards, so I've never... Even like catering level dishwashers don't really work. I suppose that's why in a kitchen you'd have like the wash station, you got a big hose and you just blast everything off, and then instead of a dishwasher they go into like the sanitizer, which is like heat, and that just kills any bacteria that might be on the plates. I went to University of Westminster in London, the Harrow campus, and I studied journalism, and it was a complete waste of time. But it was really great getting out of my hometown, getting away from my very unhappy family home, and getting a bit of freedom, financial freedom, being able to go where I wanted, make my own decisions. That was... if I had 3,000 subscribers this time next year, that would be insane. I've already promised very preemptively that I would do a full was it Desert Bus stream? If I ever hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll do the full 8-hour Desert Bus game. No, I don't really care about how many subscribers I get, even if like 4 people are watching like now, then I'm happy. Yeah, no, uni was definitely a life experience rather than getting my incredibly expensive bit of paper, which I did not get. I dropped out. And my life has been absolutely no different than if I had finished it. I'd still probably be sitting here doing this, just with a really expensive bit of paper. Yeah, that's also why I was sitting there, 18, having just finished school. I had a full-time, well not full-time, I had a pretty heavy job. I was working in McDonald's, and I was working there basically every minute I wasn't in school anyway, and I hated it, and I thought, how can I not do this for a while? And university was a good way of avoiding that. Ironically, that was the most money I've ever had, was when I had a student loan and I had maintenance loan. And even though I got like the minimum amount, I didn't really get any grants or anything like that, it was still like enough, you know. Even paying for halls was cheap because it's subsidised. You know, I think about, thinking, oh, halls is £100 a week, and I'm like, that's so unbelievably cheap now, which is depressing, but yeah. Where's that thunder egg? Do I get that? I just wish there'd been an easier way to have, you know, escape my oppressive, miserable life without racking up 5 figures of debt. Hey! Okay, let's see. I've got to go back and do that second half of the... I think there's more over here. Hang on, is it? What's in here? Is this just where the bats were? tuition fees, I think tuition fees should be... Did Burial make the song in McDonald's for you? I think me working in McDonald's actually predates that. How do I feel about tuition fees? I think they're moronic, and I think they should not... You shouldn't have to pay to be educated. I think it's completely ridiculous. Although, luckily, I got in. I was, I think, the last year but one that was in before the 9k maximum fees limit, so my fees weren't incredibly expensive, but it was the maintenance loan as well, the living costs for 3 years that just put it... Like, I haven't even started to look at my student debt. Yeah, luckily, I haven't paid any of it off yet. I've never made... The threshold to pay it off is really quite high, so... That's, you know, definitely a future James problem, and it has been a future James problem for a while now. I imagine that will continue to be a future James problem. You know, unless I quit the music life and become a banker, I don't think I'm going to have to worry about that for a while. But even so, like, I'm still opposed to the whole very concept of it. I think it's ridiculous. But then again, it's like, there's a greater problem at whole. Because I shouldn't have gone to university. I mean, even though I did journalism, which is not... Journalism is more of a practical subject than an academic subject anyway. I mean, the things we were learning were like interview skills and basic writing kind of tautology and stuff like that, which is skills that were useful and had helped me in my life, but I could have learned that by just working at like a press industry or something like that, but then, you know, those are all unpaid internships and stuff like that, so... I really didn't need to go to university to do that, but I didn't really care. Yeah, that's insane. That's such an unbelievable amount of money, especially it's like when you go to a 17-year-old and say, hey, do you want to decide your life's career right now at school when you're 17 and you hate your life and you don't know anything? And you're like, yeah, let's just rack up, you know, a deposit on a... Like, that 65k, that's more than what my house in Liverpool costs. That's more than what my landlord bought it for when he bought my entire house. Hey, oh, I know what's happening here. Yeah, it's an awful lot of debt to burden a child with. And also, I had some severe issues with how my university spent the money my fees went on. Yeah, my course was pretty crap, and they actually discontinued it after a couple of years after my class finished. They discontinued the course because it was just rubbish, and I know a lot of people dropped out and were very unhappy, which is a shame because when I went there, it was like the second best rated journalism course in the country, but I think they ended up being more of a communications kind of thing, which wasn't what I was after. So how do I get this little angry turkey? I think I have to like bite his bum at the right moment. Then again, my whole entry into academia was kind of a mess anyway. I did not have a happy school or home life, and I wasn't really getting much guidance from anyone, so it was just kind of like shove me in just wherever. It was just like, just get me out of here, get me out of like all of this. That was my only aim. And in that respect, it was totally worth it. Can't remember how I've got to get like in front of him, I think. You have to bite him and the thunder egg falls out of him. Oh, I hit him with the... Yeah, you have to bite him, you can't hit him with the... Oh, yes! Hey! Thank you, Mr. Turkey. Right, there's another one you can get in here. Is it a cog or a thunder egg? I can't remember. Let's free the little cage boy. Yeah, it's a thunder egg. Opinions on Tiger Braid. Tiger Braid's pretty cool. Thai massacres 100 innocent civilians. No, they're angry lizard boys. They're trying to get me. Is tiger bread still called giraffe bread? Ooh. Oh no! Oh no, I'm back in the toilet. It's just like being at Glastonbury. Right, did I get the thunder egg? Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Have I already got the collectible? Yeah, I have, haven't I? There's lots of things hidden in strange places in this game. Yeah, Sainsbury's call it giraffe bread. Yeah, so Sunday's a very tiger bread and jam day. I feel that. Oh, I know what's coming up next, this rock part. Oop. Bruh. Let's see. Oop. Oh yeah, you can't. Slip down the wheels. Game of fact. I think giraffes don't really care. I think giraffes eat pretty much anything. I've got to be careful, otherwise it'll fall right on your head. Oh my god! Bounce under these ones if you're... Oh! Not like that. Bread is just an exclusive food form. You have to be in a special club to be able to eat bread. Oh, here she is. Great.
G'day, Shazza.
Oh, shivers. Oh, Ty, am I glad to see you. Would you mind keeping those blue tongues off me back while I fill up my watering bottle?
No worries.
Thanks, Possum. Hit the boulders with your rang so they knock the blue tongues out of the way.
I think this is quite hard. You have to like preempt them a little bit. There we go. This whole thing kind of stinks of Crash Bandicoot right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I've failed.
Those scaly thieves took good thing I've got a backup. Almost there. Let's have an...
Oh my god, I remember doing this so many times. I don't think this is a read chat and do at the same time task. Oh my god. Oh, please respawn. Oh, please respawn, please respawn, please respawn.
Those scaly good thing I've got a backup. Almost there.
I'm not familiar with that meme. She's looking very 2019 and 2002, I have to say. She definitely has a premium Snapchat. Oop, no.
Those scaly things. Good thing. Oh.
Let's do this. I do, but it's not available to the public. You have to be a super, you have to give me £2,500 on Patreon to get access to it. And then there's still nothing good on it. It's just me eating lots of crisps. Okay, right, getting somewhere. Damn, come on, respawn, respawn, respawn. Come on! Come on!
Those scaly thieves took my watering bottle. Good. Almost there.
It's far more
Let's have
expensive than
another
that, dude.
Hit the.
It's hard trying to keep them, like, stay that way. Okay, cool, right. You know what, though? If that's your hustle, like, I got no problem with that. I think that's an advanced hustle. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, no, it's the last one. Oh.
My watering bottle. Good. Almost there. Let's have an.
Oh, it will cost you way more than that. Like, my price range is... It's worth every penny, though. And I do get customers. There are people. Really pissed. Okay, right.
Those scaly good things. Almost there. Let's have another.
Okay, cool. Can't keep using them all up.
Those good.
Damn. You have to just not miss. If you want to pay, I think it's £4,200, I will eat those disgusting gin and tonic flavoured crisps from Aldi on stream. Damn, bruh. Okay, cool. Right, I'm almost here, I'm almost here. Let's do it right. Can't fail. Dude, Shazza is high-key hot. Yes! Yeah, there is... Lidl do gin and tonic and flavour crisps and cosmopolitan flavour crisps, and I bought the gin and tonic ones for like a meme, and they were disgusting. They taste like sweet, weird. Said me fucking dinner. Right, I think there's a romance option with Shazza later on in the game. Not like Mass Effect style, but I think there's a. I think Ty and her become an item as the game progresses. We'll see. Let's see. I've got quite a lot of the. I've only got 2 Thunder Eggs, well 3, apart from the. Let's go do the wombat race, and I can go on to the next level. I might be able to get to the first boss fight today. Oh, hang on, where am I going? Oh, I just died. Yeah. I'll make that my aim. We'll do the first boss today. I think the first boss is the bull, the second one's the shark, and the third one's the giant, like, furry robot. Shazza-chan. Oops. Oh, damn it. Let's do that. Here we go. Here's the time trial. Oh, this guy's great. Bruh. Bet you a can, bruh. Right, let's do this. Quicker. Oh yeah, Sly, he's like goth BF Ty. I don't think we've met Sly yet. I think he's supposed to be like Ty's brother. Ooh, stop hitting the wooden wall things. Don't know what happened to our little wombat friend. Am I gonna win? Hey!
I did it! Wow, you won! You got lucky as all. But fair is fair. Next time I'll beat you. Sweet.
Nice. Alright, let's go back to the main menu and we will see how many more Thunder Eggs we need for the boss fight. Yeah, it'd be nice if I can clear that today, and then next time I stream this game we can do the second world levels. They're a bit nicer than the first world ones, they're a bit harder as well. So I only need 3 more Thunder Eggs. We can go back to the first level, 2 up, and pick up a few more there. I did speed through that one because I wanted to get to the slightly more entertaining ones. Which episode? Oh, old episodes. Like, yeah, like Tracy Ullman and like season 1 where Homer was like a jerk, and then they were like, I told you to get your hair cut, boy. It is Beppis Max because regular Beppis is too sugary for me. And also it's now more expensive because it's sugar tax. Yeah, Beppis Max is a drink of the working man. I'm looking forward to going back and getting giant fountain cups of soda at like 10 in the morning in America. That was a life experience. Getting giant 89-cent like 1.5 litres of 1.5 litres of Mountain Dew from Buc-ee's. Drinking that and then needing to pee every half hour. That was great. Yeah, my liver suffered greatly during that trip. Alright, so what Thunder Eggs have I not got yet? So I still haven't done... Oh, I haven't done the time attack. I need to go back to the start of the level to do that. Jamie Oliver oppressing the gamers. Was that down to him, or was that just down to, like, people getting diabetes and stuff like that? I don't know. I don't know if I'm opposed to it. You know, if you have the right to destroy your body with sugar, you can spend an extra 15p and get regular Pepsi.
Welcome to the track. Race to the finish as fast.
But it is too much sugar. It's not
Will lead
like
the way.
shouldn't be a thing.
Miss one,
I mean, even
the race is
the
over.
sugar-free variety is still gonna kill you. But yeah. Shit. I've always justified my large Beppis consumption with not smoking or really drinking alcohol or anything like that. I'm a man of few vices. Yeah, I do find it hilarious that Jamie Oliver shills like Patak's curry sauce and stuff like that now, and all these crappy products because his restaurants all lost loads of money and got to close.
That was a ripper of a race, Tom.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
A long-legged emu with a case of the bellyaches. Case of the bellyaches. I reckon you've earned this.
Thanks, Murray.
Oh, you beauty!
Dr. Bepper. So I've still got to do the lower the platforms. Which one is that? Let's find out. Yeah, I've always been tempted to do like ranking the sodas, like how I did with chocolate bars, like God tier, shit tier, like who drinks this tier. I've been mentally constructing it in my head for some time. Like maybe like a little sub-category with American ones, just because the American ones are so different. Like, yeah, that was one of the things that I didn't like about it, was the whole just another like tax for poor people. And especially Jamie Oliver coming from a position where he's rich. Especially the whole like 2-for-1 pizza deal, all that kind of bollocks. That's yeah, that's coming from an incredibly rich person who is not in touch with regular human beings at all. But as a principle, I do think it's maybe a good idea to have less sugary stuff accessible, especially things like drinks, which is like just like pure empty calories. A god tier drink would be Coca-Cola Classic, and a shit tier one would be any root beer. Don't at me. Well, or a shit tier drink would be Pepsi Max Ginger. That is rank. Where is this lowering the platforms thing? Yeah, Coca-Cola Classic's definitely my favourite. But it's weird, like, it doesn't taste good in bottles. I find it's cans or glass is the best way to have it. Like, I don't buy it in the big plastic bottles. I don't like Coke Zero that much either. I wouldn't get, like, sugar Coke Classic in the 2-litre bottles. It doesn't taste right. It's kind of like, I reserve that for like a treat. Like if I'm gonna treat myself to a full sugar, then I'll get like a can. Or if I'm in like I'm getting lunch or something and they have Coke in glass bottles. Actually, in America they had the Mexican Coke, which has cane sugar in it, which is delicious. So that was like a real treat. So I need to go back that way. I don't like classic Pepsi as much. It's a bit too, like, it doesn't have the same level of like acidity. It's like a bit too sweet and it's like a bit too fruity. Although Pepsi Max is better than Coke Zero. Coke Zero, like, it's weird because when Coke Zero first came out, it was terrible. But then they improved it about 2 years ago when they changed it to Coke Zero Sugar, and it was really good for a while. And then they changed it again since then, so I don't know what they've done. But Coke Zero just tastes like watered down Coke. I prefer Diet Coke to Coke Zero. Oh, Fiery Iron Brew. See, I love Iron Brew, but I never had the Fiery Iron Brew, although it does sound like a terrible gimmicky drink. Oh, I'll tell you what would be a god tier drink would be Iron Brew Extra, just because it tastes almost identical to regular Iron Brew and it's sugar-free. While the Iron Brew, the Diet Iron Brew is not very nice, it just tastes like aspartame. Whoop. Let's get rid of these boys. Ah, here we go. I think this thing here, like, if you go on this, yeah, you go sicko mode. Like, this kind of pops up occasionally and it's gimmicky and weird. Like, it's not very useful. And you can't really, yeah, nah. How do I get rid of this? Here we go. Sicko mode denied. Yeah, it does seem like one of those things where it's made up by the marketing team rather than the taste team. Like, if you, like, I know I mentioned it earlier, but Pepsi Max Ginger, like, that is the rankest thing I've tasted. Like, I love ginger beer, I love Pepsi, put the two together, hell no. That is a big no from me, dog. Right, here we go. I think you have to hit all three of these. Oh, here we go, right. Cherry Coke's good. I'd put that maybe, possibly in excellent.
I reckon with a little more practice, you'll get there. Cool!
This is probably controversial, but I think I prefer Cherry Coke to Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper, but it's like, Cherry Coke's probably better. Again, Cherry Coke doesn't taste the same. It tastes more like sickly now. It tastes more like the American ones. I don't know, maybe it's just me getting older and the palate's changing and I can't handle the same level of like sugary sickliness that I used to be able to, but I'll tell you what is shit tier, all of the new Coke varieties they brought out in the last like year or two, like the peach one, the fiery cherry, which is absolutely disgusting. There was another one as well that was gross. Like mango, yeah, they were all rank. Yeah, that Diet Coke fiery cherry was absolutely just like, it was like almost as bad as Pepsi Max Ginger. Right, okay, let's go back to Rainbow Cliffs. I think I'm only one fire egg away from the boss now. That may be a good idea for a stream. We could do oh no, I've got them all. We could do like a James plus chat decide rankings for soft drinks. Like you could do it on OBS, you could kind of like, I could add bits of text like top tier up here, and then like, I don't know if you can see my mouse or my mouse is capturing, but yeah, like you could put like top tier, good tier, shit tier, and put little pictures in. That'd be a pretty fun idea for a stream. I tell you what, I love most of the bar varieties actually. Bar limeade I would put in excellent tier, if not god tier. Bar limeade is delicious.
Jolly good, Ty. You've collected enough thunder eggs to power the machine.
This boss.
Let's give it a go, shall we?
I should probably go and before this and get my boomerang upgrades. I should have enough gold cogs for that.
And yes, I've got a lock on one of the talismans.
If I had to play a KKB show except all the songs turn into sicko mode, what would you do? I would play sicko mode for an hour. It's pretty easy. Oh, right, I can't see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the boss fight now. That's fine. I don't know if I need an upgraded boomerang for this. I don't like Rubicon so much. It's too much sugar. It's like too much sugar and it doesn't taste weird. Ty's is delicious. I love Ty's. Like almost everything Bar makes is really good. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't need the I like the Bar sugar-free cola as well. That's really good. Oh, this guy needs a Tic Tac. So, this boss, you have to make him run into these pillars and headbutt them and then boomerang him when he's down. Ooh, no. But no, yeah, he just gets hurt from running into them. Probably going to eat it a little bit here. I can't remember what the Bar regular cola tastes like, but I like the sugar-free one, like there. I'll tell you what, I would put another high-tier one would be the Aldi Freeway Cola Zero. That's delicious. That's like almost as good as Pepsi Max, and it's like 40p for a huge bottle. Oh no! It's okay. Luckily this is a child's game, so it's not difficult. It doesn't reset if you die. Come at me, you big ugly brute. If I finish this boss fight, it's going to quite nicely round up to 2 hours. That's pretty. Oh god, that thing reaches so far. This is quite a well-planned stream. Totally by accident, of course. Are you done stomping about, mate? Are you going to be lobbing? Oop. Right, almost done. Big angry lad. Oh god, that thing reaches so far. Oh no, now you're going to throw big boulders at me. Yeah, this game's boss fights are not particularly dramatic. Oh no. Yeah, Dr. Pepper Zero tastes weird. So I can lure you back towards. I can't wait for the shark boss fight. That one's really fun. Okay, right, done. Sorry, angry piggy. Man needs to brush his teeth. Ugh. Hey, got the talisman back.
Well done, Ty. You've retrieved the first of the ancient talismans. When Boss Cass discovers that we're out to thwart his plans, he will do all in his power to stop you. Be careful, my friend.
She'll be right, old timer.
Strike me lucky you actually found the talisman. I just might have bet on the wrong horse. Anyway, mate, Julius has got a present for you at his lab.
Get it. Oh, cool. Gonna get my upgraded boomerang now. I get like the icy one, I think, or the fiery one. I've got enough golden cogs I can upgrade, get some of the other ones as well.
I've made a most exciting discovery. The talisman machine is brimming with excess energy from the fire thunder eggs. By diverting that energy to my special hyper-techno boomerang maker, I can make special elemental rangs. Watch. Simply smashing.
This is how the Ribwitch is made.
You, the Flamerang.
We take the highest quality ground beef and process the hell out of it.
Can start fires and melt ice. It even has a more powerful effect on some enemies. To select it, use the previous rang and next rang buttons to cycle through your collection. It will aid you well in your quest. Now, go try it out.
Hey, right. Yeah, I can get another one as well while I'm here.
Oh,
one for the cogs.
You found enough golden cogs, haven't you? These will be perfect for my latest invention. I call it the Cogulacious Boomerangerous Extrapolator. Ty, it's a machine I designed to create cutting-edge techno-rangs.
If only they were like techno rangs rather than tech rangs.
It's a Zoomerang!
Oh, this one's really useful actually,
The Zoomerang has a built-in telescopic aimer. Press the
you can zoom in so far with this one.
To activate it.
Because you can use it to zoom, like you can try and find like secrets and collectibles from really far away. It's slightly OP, but yeah.
Throwing accuracy. No worries. To select it, use the previous rang and next rang buttons to cycle through your collection.
Yeah, cool. So I've now got regular rangs. I've got the flamey ones, which I'm gonna burn the outback down with, and these zoomy boys, which I can just go whoa. Can't reach quite that far, but they can reach pretty damn far. Gabbarangs when? Yeah, that'd be sick. Donkarang. Right, cool. In that case then, I'll just head back to the main area. I had fun actually using the GameCube emulator, where you can free roam with the camera earlier. That's how I got the screenshot for the thumbnail. I had fun doing that. That was kind of cool. It's like a selfie mode in like GTA or something. Anyway, well, thanks everyone for joining. It's been pretty fun. I'm going to try and make this into a series, so I'll be playing this game again, and gradually, bit by bit, I'd like to just kind of work my way through it until we get all the way through the story. So, anyway, yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you all again very soon. Bye.